Hi, Ruby. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can see you crystal and clear.
Okay. All right, Ruby. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking me. What about you, ma'am?
I'm great too. Can you tell me where you're speaking from?
Yeah, um, I'm from UP. I live in Ghaziabad. May I introduce first, so maybe you know about me. May I introduce?
Yes. So I want a little more introduction. Okay. I understand you're from Ghaziabad. What else about yourself, Ruby? Can you tell me a little bit other things about yourself?
Yeah, of course, of course. So as you know, my name is Ruby. I'm connecting with you from
Right.
Ghaziabad, the city of Uttar
Okay.
Pradesh. And speaking about my qualification, I have done post-graduation in political science. And in addition, I have a Bachelor of Education as well. And it comes to my pride and joy moment. So nowadays, I'm learning this language. So I love reading books, because maybe it will
Lovely.
definitely, yeah,
Yes.
it
Reading
will be
books. Okay. Now,
definitely,
uh-huh. Go on, Ruby.
yeah, because I believe in reading books. It will be definitely helpful for me for learning this language. So that's
Correct.
why. And apart from,
That's very
yeah,
much
and
true, Ruby.
apart,
Continue.
yeah, yeah, and apart from that, I love to talk with a stranger. I mean, co-learners. That's all about from my side.
Okay, okay. All right, Ruby. So, a little bit about myself. My name is Anne.
Yes.
All right. So, I've been a professional experienced instructor for almost a span of 3 to 4 years now. All right, Ruby.
Okay,
Okay. So, I train
okay,
students when it comes to public speaking, professional communication, non-verbal communication, confidence building, and everything. So, I'm currently talking to you from Bangalore. All right, Ruby.
okay,
Okay, all right.
okay.
So, Ruby, tell me your experience with the language and everything. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, of course, of course. Yeah, I have been learning this language last 4 to 5 months, and before that,
Four to
I
five.
was really bad. Yeah.
Okay, okay. All right. So, how was your experience with the teaching and everything then? Can you tell me about that, Ruby?
Yeah, my experience my experience has been really good on EnglishYarri. I can say before that, I mean 4 to 5 months ago, I was really bad. I was not able to speak. Yeah,
Right.
if anyone asked me, can you introduce yourself? Self, I had no idea how to introduce. But nowadays I
Okay,
can. I'm not saying saying that I can speak very well, but now I can speak.
okay, okay, Ruby. So, tell me, Ruby, what's your favorite hobby? Can you tell me about that?
Okay, earlier days I love to painting, crafting, but nowadays I have inculcated this habit. I told you reading books, and I love read books. I can say
Reading
for
books.
learning
So, are
this
you
language, especially.
okay? So, since even our so even when our topic for today is regarding library, Ruby, are you someone who ends up going to the library often?
Yeah, when I was in my college,
Do you
so
actually?
yeah, most of
What are the genre of books that you really enjoy reading and everything? Can you tell me about that?
yeah, of course. Even though currently I told you I read book. It is my second book. Yeah, and before that, I
Okay.
read that book called Atomic Habits, written by James Clear. But the language was too tough,
Oh,
so
see.
I switched. Yeah, I switched
Mhm.
because I was um, I was reading book just because of learning this language. So if I have no idea what is the meaning, what is the sentence structure, so maybe it will never work. So I thought that better you have to choose books according to your genre as well as your level. So I talked to so many of teacher as well as co-learner. So one day someone suggested to me, you should go with Sudha Murthy's, Inspector Sudha Murthy's. She write in a very easy way, so you can easily understand. So that's why I picked this book. And like I said,
That's very
this is
lovely,
one of my favorite books. Yeah, I will
Ruby.
continue.
So, reading always enhances the amount of words you have. Correct, it enhances your vocabulary, the amount of knowledge. And Ruby, one of the important aspects that I've seen is the way
Can
you
you
think.
speak bit
It's
slow,
going to
ma'am?
be
Can you speak bit slow, because
yes,
sometimes not
sure,
able
sure.
to catch your, yeah.
No problem. Okay. Sometimes, right, when we are reading, it enhances our creativity. Isn't that true, Ruby? So when you
Yes.
read something, look, whenever we watch something on television, Images are there. And what happens when images are there? We tend to understand, okay, this is what is happening. But when it's reading, our imagination works. And when imagination
Yeah.
works in its best sense, correct, what happens? Creativity happens. Right,
Yes.
Ruby? So, imagination, creativity, these are a few advantages that we see in comparison to imagery in television. Okay, Ruby? So,
Yeah.
Ruby, are you someone who's very fond of reading from mobile phone, or are you a book person?
I can say I like both. I am not saying that I have only one this type of. I love hard copy. I don't like soft copy. Even I like both. Both have a different benefits and different, I can say, drawback as well. I mean, books has no drawback as far as my knowledge. But if I watch any content, yeah, content on mobile, so it will be it will be really very harmful for our eyes because nowadays my screening timing will be increased because I have a YouTube channel. So sometimes,
Ruby, you mentioned YouTube channel. Tell me something about that.
yeah, I have a YouTube channel. Yeah, because I was really bad and I told you. So I thought that if I will start YouTube channel, so I can talk with so many of co-learner because I believe in speaking comes from speaking because I don't have environment. I didn't have environment, but now I have created
That is very
virtual
true.
environment.
That is true,
Yeah,
Ruby. For a communication to be learned, we need other individuals who speak the language. Yes, Ruby, when you
yeah,
associate, write that word, dear, associate, right? Associate. So when you associate yourself with someone who's speaking the language, yourself, Ruby, you learn better. Understood, Ruby?
yes,
That is an
yes,
essence of
yes,
language which comes over them. And believe me, starting a YouTube channel, sometimes you might not put a face for it, but that is a form of interaction that you're having. And interaction always helps. Correct, Ruby?
yeah,
Just like how books, what does books do? It enhances our vocabulary, our creative, our description skills. When we speak,
yeah.
we are putting all that into, what are we putting all that into? Practice.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes, yes.
So,
I can
Ruby,
say
huh,
output. When we read any book, so we can say it's the input, like reading books and consuming such a good content. So we count as the input. But when we speak, so it's the output. And without input, output is not possible.
oh,
So
very
yeah,
smart, Ruby. Very true. If at all you learn
yeah,
everything, look, I know 5 words. I'm not putting any of them into practice. Is there any use,
yeah,
Ruby? Look, I
yeah.
know
It
how
will
to,
never work.
yes, I know how to cook rasam very well, but I don't make rasam. What's the point? Right? So,
Because
whenever, hmm,
practical method.
yes, anything and everything that we learn, if we put it in practicality, what do we become? We become experts at it. Okay, Ruby,
Yeah,
that is the essentiality of it, actually speaking. Understood? Whatever we learn, we must put into practice. Practice is actually what makes us stronger. Any language, any words that we use, all of that. Okay, Ruby?
yeah,
Understood? Now, Ruby, I will
yes,
come up with a few words. Try
yeah,
framing sentences. Can you try framing
yeah. I will
sentences?
try. Yeah, I will try. I will try my level best.
Ruby, can you frame a sentence with the word family?
Family. I have
Yes,
to
any
frame only
sentence with family.
sentence or just passes.
Yes, no, no, one or two sentence maximum.
Okay. Family is really, really important for every person. Not for me, maybe every person. Because if we have a family, if I have a family, so maybe I am blessed by God. My family always supports me, always stand with me. And when I face any problem, so my family, especially my mother says to me, but I am here. Don't worry about it. It's a time will be past. Don't worry about it. Be happy. It's a life. It- Don't worry about
Love.
more it.
Okay. What about compassion, Ruby? Frame a sentence with the word compassion.
Compassion, which means
Compassion means being kind,
hmm,
humble. I can say Ruby is very compassionate individual. It means Ruby is a very kind. Look, if you see someone on the road and that person tells you, Didi, I have not eaten for 2 days. If you are a compassionate person, you tend to buy something for them. Okay, Ruby? So that is called as being compassionate. Am I clear over there, dear?
Yeah,
Okay?
compassionate.
Compassionate.
Okay,
Correct. Okay? Now, can you try framing a
okay,
sentence? Can you try framing a
okay.
sentence?
So, yeah,
Huh?
um, we should always try to be compassionate. If God has give us, if we are fortunate, so we should try to help some underprivileged person because
Right.
I
We
believe
must.
in caring and
Yes,
sharing.
when we, yes, and when that happens, what else come into picture? That we also tend to be empathetic. Ruby, next word is empathetic.
Empathetic.
Just three words. Okay, family, compassion, empathetic. Ruby, can you tell me what is it being empathetic? What does empathetic mean? Can you
I
tell
don't
me?
know empathetic. No, what is the
Okay,
meaning of
so empathetic means, Ruby, you know what I'm going through. So if at all I am depressed, okay, and Ruby, I tell you, you're a very good friend of mine, I'm telling Ruby, you know what, I'm feeling so depressed, I can't sleep at night, and all these things I'm telling you, you understand, and then you're like, and I think you should meet a counselor. Okay,
okay,
you tell me, and I think
emphasize.
you should meet a counselor, and then you take an extra step and you're like, I will help you find a counselor also. Okay, Ruby. So here, Ruby, you're not still telling, okay, you know what? Anne is my friend, but she's having depression. It is her problem. You're not being like that. But you're like, look, Anne is my friend. She's having depression. I should find a consultant or a psychologist for her. Okay? She's my good friend. I should find. So you're going beyond your way to help me. Why? Because you're empathetic. Okay? You are becoming understanding. Okay, Ruby,
Okay,
that
empathetic.
is called as being empathetic. Okay, am I clear over there?
Okay, 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 yeah,
So, what does it
okay.
means to be empathetic? Can you now explain it to me?
Yeah, empathetic means like sometimes we empathize to someone. Like if someone facing, suppose if one of my good friend, she was suffering some uh, health issues, serious health issues. So I tell them, don't worry about it. Yeah, you should consult with a good doctor, and maybe in future you will be definitely okay. So don't worry about it. Don't feel panic. If you feel panic, so maybe you will face some huge problem. So don't feel panic. Be calm. Be compassionate. Go. You should visit doctor. We should visit to doctor, and it will be definitely helpful for you.
Yes. So you're not just feeling sad or sorry. You're also trying to help that person. Okay, Ruby, that is called as being empathetic. And Ruby, believe me, being empathetic is very important in our lives. We have to learn to be empathetic. Okay, Ruby, so that is also
Yeah.
there. All right. Now coming back, Ruby, are you someone who loves doing yoga and everything? You like exercising a lot and all?
Yeah, I tried meditation, but I am on
Wow.
and off. I'm not consistent. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
not
And why is it that you're not consistent, Ruby? Can you tell me about that?
because sometimes I feel lethargic, maybe, so that's the reason. But recently, I have inculcated one habit. I mean, morning walk, and I can say I'm consistent every day, at least 20 to 30 minutes. Yeah,
Wow.
last 4 months.
Oh, that
Yeah,
is lovely, dear. That is actually lovely.
yes,
You're being consistent. That is good, okay? So, do you
yes.
prefer meditation or do you prefer workout?
Not
Huh?
workout, not yeah, I told you, I'm not consistent, but sometimes I do some breathing exercise.
But even those
Yeah.
practices that you do, okay, so that is also very important. So, are you someone who always constantly think, okay, this is the food I should eat, this is the food I should not eat? Do you think about that a lot, dear?
Yeah,
Do you?
yes, because yes. Nowadays, I try to consume only nutritious full food. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, every
okay,
time.
nutrition. And why did you take that step to go with only nutritious food? Any particular reason?
Yeah, because last year I suffered a lot. I suffered some health issues. So my doctor suggested to me you should consume some good fruit, good I mean nutrition food, fruit and vegetable. So that's the reason. Yeah.
Okay, okay. And now how are you? Now how are you feeling?
Now I'm okay, absolutely okay. Fit and fine.
Oh, yes, yes. Then,
Yes.
yes, actually, involving a lot of proteins, legumes, all these are very essential when it comes to the food that we eat or consume. Because basically, even Ruby, I feel like you know that we are what we eat. Yes, Ruby? So, whatever we eat, that is basically what we are. So, if you eat healthy and everything, we'll also tend to be healthy. Imagine if you're eating fried food all the times, you'll be very lethargic. Yes, you'll be very
Yeah.
tired. That happens a lot. So that is also very essential in order to maintain ourselves when it comes to a food atmosphere. Okay, now I'll just take a recap of what all we did. Look, we went with library, how attention, distraction, imagination, creativeness all come into play, right, Ruby, when it comes to the aspect of reading. Okay,
Yeah,
imagination
library.
comes. Yes. Okay. When it comes to reading books or library, all these come. Then we dealt a little bit into meditation. Correct? How meditation
Yeah.
happens. Language. How language can be learnt better by means of association. How I associate with yourself, I
Yeah,
learned the language
association.
better. Okay, so
Yeah.
association of the language is very important. Then what comes into the picture is our diet culture. Look, we should always have nutritious food, inclusion of a balanced diet. Balanced diet means every proper nutrient should be absorbed by our body. Okay, Ruby, so that is what it basically
Yeah.
means. Am I clear over there, dear?
Yes, yes,
Okay,
yeah.
do you understand? Okay, now Ruby, I must tell you, good work on the sentence structuring. Very good. Okay, but
Okay.
little more work on your enhancement of vocabulary. Okay, Ruby,
Okay.
more words you should know, but you are getting a good accent now. So you're on that, you're in that start of that. So make sure that accent stays. So you actually professionalize that particular accent, improvise it, and you'll be a better at it. Am I clear over there, Ruby? So that is an
Yes, yes, yes.
important aspect that you must look into. And then it's the language. So it is that way. Okay, Ruby, understood?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. So Ruby, did you
Yeah.
have your dinner?
Yeah, yeah. After having a dinner, so now I'm here. Yeah.
Okay, lovely. So how was everything else? So are you right now working or something, or are you just, getting yourself the skills and all that are required?
No, no, no. I'm in between job. I'm searching. Maybe next
Searching.
year, next month, I will join job in
Okay.
teaching
And
field.
you're getting into the teaching profession. Good luck with that, okay, Ruby? And I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
you'll make a
thank you so
wonderful
much.
teacher. Okay?
Yeah, I hope so.
Okay, dear.
Yes.
All right. I hope to teach you soon. Keep working on the language. All right. You will be the best at it then. Okay, Ruby?
Okay. Okay, okay.
Take care, dear. Bye bye.
Yeah, bye bye.